Hey everyone, it's Karen at Gold Star Pro, and I'm super excited to be able to walk you through our online store or e-commerce functionality so you can quickly and easily build an online store for yourself. In the past, it could be quite complicated with a lot of tech skill required, but that is a thing of the past. Inside of Gold Star Pro, you can now build an online store in just a matter of minutes. Give yourself a solid hour and you'll be up and running, ready to start selling. So let's dive in and have a look at what it looks like. So inside of the platform, you'll see that we've already created an online store. We are inside of sites and websites. We've created a new website. So if we open that up, when the page loads, you'll see that we've got one single web page. We're going to click on the edit button to open that up. And then you'll find yourself here inside the funnel and website builder. To add your online store to this website, we're going to click on the plus icon at the top left of the page. In the drop down menu that appears, down the bottom, you'll see the word store. Click on this and you'll have the option to add a brand new store to your website. Give it a couple of minutes and all of a sudden the magic will happen and everything that you need to set up a store for your business will be automatically added to the website inside of Gold Star. It's quick and easy, and you can have your store up and running in no time at all. Once it loads, you'll find yourself here inside the product list page. Now, this is just an example of what you will see when your store loads. If we click on the icon at the top, you'll see down the left-hand side, you've got a whole range of pages now available to you, including a cart, a checkout, a thank you, and of course, a product details page. Update all of the products, we do that inside of the product area. The quickest way to do that is in the main menu, click on Manage Products, and you'll instantly be taken over to the product area inside of Gold Star Pro. Here you can set up products and you can also specify which products are to be shown in your online store in your product list. You'll find this inside of Payments and then Products at the top of the page. Now here you can see we've already added a couple of products, but let's go ahead and add a new product. The amazing thing about our shopping cart functionality is that you can do all sorts of things. You can have various sizes, various colors, whatever you need to do to be able to sell products in your store. So let's jump in now and create a new product. We'll click on Create Product at the top right of the page, and then we're going to give the product a title. At the top of the page under product information, if you want this product included in your online store, make sure that the toggle switch is turned on. If this is not turned on, the product will not appear, but it can be then used in other parts of the Gold Star Pro system. Underneath this, we're going to add a description, which will be shown in the product details page. Further down the page, we can add some media. Now, this is where you're going to add all of the images that you want to use to reflect this product. So you may have 2 or 3 or 4 different images. You can add them all here now. And to select the image that will appear first, click the featured icon. Underneath that, you can select the product type. And when you scroll down the page, you can look at the pricing options. Now, here you can enter the standard price for the standard product. If you click on additional options, there are extra settings that you can create. But further down the page, we can start working with variants. Now, variants are going to give you the ability to create different sizes and different colors and even different prices. So let's pop in the variant name. In this case, we're going to do color. Let's say we're selling black shirts and we're selling white shirts. We can enter all the different colors, and then underneath that, if there was a different price for a different color, you have the ability to control the pricing. Another great example of this would be sizing. So you may have small, medium, large, and extra large shirts. You may also have 2XL, 3XL, 4XL, and quite often there's a need to charge a little bit more for those sizes. So you can control the pricing of those sizes here. With that all done, click on Save and you'll return to the main products page. Now we're going to jump back over to the main website. We're going to go ahead and preview the product list page. Now, the first thing you'll notice when we land on this page, you can see all of the beautiful products that you've created. But at this point in time, it looks a little bit plain. There's no branding, there's no logos, nothing like that. So what we want to do is now go back into that specific page and customize the page with a header, a logo, maybe a navigation bar, whatever you feel necessary. So we'll go back into the main page. What I'm going to do now is go ahead and add a header that I created earlier. Drag that into the main part of the page and you can see the logo is in there and we've got the starts of a navigation menu. We'll click on save and we'll head back over to the product list and we can now see that our store is starting to really come to life. So now what we're going to do is go back in and customize the pages a little further. First of all, we want to add some SEO, so we can go ahead and do that. We can also add a preview image. So when you share the page on social media, we have a nice preview image. We can add a description and all of the other components of SEO to create an amazing preview when the page is shared. Now with that done, we'll save that and we'll jump over to the product details page. When that loads, you'll find yourself here with a sample product. Obviously, this is not one of your products that you may have uploaded, but this is just a holder product that will be replaced by your products on the live pages. So now we want to go ahead and customize this page as well. We'll drag our header into the page builder, and then we can go ahead and save this website and we can have a look at what it looks like. We'll return to the main products page and then we can click on one of these products and have a look at what it looks like inside the product details page. So here we go. We have the main image. If you wanted to have additional images, they would show underneath the main image. You can see here that you can use the drop down to select different sizes and you'll notice that the pricing changes based on the size that is chosen. And when you add it to the cart, you'll automatically see a slide out window appear showing you what's in your cart. Then, of course, if you wanted to, you could click on View Cart and go into the cart page. So here we are back in the cart page itself in the builder. We're going to add the header as we did on the previous pages. You may like to update the fonts that are used on your site. And of course, if you want to update the buttons to match the color of your store or of your branding, you can do that in the main settings menu on the right-hand side. All we need to do is select that component, click on color options, and where you see the blue checkout button color, change that to your branded color. You also have the option to change the fonts used within the store elements, and you can also change the size of the fonts using the settings further down the page. If you want to update the text option, so change the headline or any of the other components, you can go ahead and do that now. Have a play and work out what you want to do for your store. I'm going to go ahead now and quickly update all of the headers, all of the SEO, all of the colors and fonts on the site, and I'll come back in a moment with the updated store. Now, with all that updated, we find ourselves here inside of the shop. You can see that I've added more items to the menu across the top in the navigation header that we created. So we have our shop, home, cart, and checkout pages. And of course, we have our products underneath. Now, if you add more products, obviously, they will continue to show down the page. When we click on one of the products, we can go into the product details. We can add it to the cart and the pop-out appears on the right-hand side. And when we're happy with everything and we want to go to our checkout page, we can click on View Cart. We can add or remove products at this point, and when we are ready to check out and make payment, we click on Checkout Now. Of course, that will take us through to our checkout page where we can start adding all of our information, our email address, our name, phone number, all of the relevant information. And of course, at the bottom of the page, we can make payment. Let's go ahead now and test this and show you exactly how it works. To do that, I'm returning to the main website page. We'll go into settings, and at the bottom of the page, we're going to change payment mode to test. We'll click on save at the bottom right, and then we'll go back in to the checkout page where we'll be able to add our details and add testing card details so that we can make a test purchase of this product and not have to charge our own credit card to do so. We can enter all of our information. And then at the bottom of the page, we can add our test card number. Now, my recommendation is to use 4242 repeated over and over again. The expiry date can be anything that you'd like it to be as long as it's future dated, and the CVC can be any 3-digit number. Choose whichever country you like, enter your zip code, and then you can go ahead and click on Make Payment. We'll give that a moment to process, and once that's done, we'll find ourselves here on the thank you page where we can see a summary of the purchase and the shipping information. Now, let's dive in and have a look at what happens in the back end of GoldStar Pro when somebody makes a purchase. First thing you'll notice is that to the test email that you used, you'll receive a receipt with a PDF copy of the receipt attached. If we then jump back over into Gold Star Pro and we click on Payments in the main menu, and then click on Orders at the top of the page, you'll be able to see the orders that have been placed. You'll be able to see the status of this order over on the right-hand side of the page. To find out more about this order, simply click on the 3 dots on the right-hand side and click on View Order. And inside of here, you'll see all the information you need to be able to go ahead and fulfill this order. Once it's ready to go, you can scroll down to Status, click on the button, and in here you'll be able to put all of the tracking information about this order. You can also toggle the switch and decide if you want this information to be sent to the customer, and once done, go ahead and save it, and you'll be returned to the main screen where you can see that this order is now fulfilled. Inside of Workflows, you can also find an order submitted trigger that you can use to start a workflow and take additional actions depending on your needs. So go ahead now and have a play with setting up a store of your own. Before you go live, be sure to come back into Settings and down under Payment Mode, change this from Test to Live and click on Save. If you've got any questions, don't hesitate to jump on with our live support team or head over to the Facebook group and ask.